Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Banner Saga. If you don't know what this game is, it's a game about turn-based combat scenarios, and a game where your choices will matter and shape the story more. In this game, I'm playing this game as a build-up, a road for the second game, the sequel, Banner Saga 2, which will be coming out around April 20th. But for now, without further ado, let's get to it. The story in the Banner Saga changes based on the choices you make. You'll occasionally switch between lead characters, witnessing the story unfold from different perspectives. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giants arrive through a tenuous attack, driving back destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern waste. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped. The sun. That's not very good, is it? Brought to you by Stoic Studios.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferli meðalvora. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Alright, we made it to the town.
Komið skjótt! Komið í höfnina miklu!
Trouble. I'm not the dog.
Gist ég leifa oss að skilja!
Let's get down to it.
Hverfið á braut! Engan eigi ég hlut að máli þessu!
How dare you say that? Now, I have seen gameplays of this, but it was a long time ago, so I remember nothing of the story. But I do faintly remember the combat. However, this is my first time playing it. Like I said, all I've done was watch gameplays of this. Alright. So this is what I mean by turn-based combat. Everybody moves one after another. First you and then the enemy. These big guys of ours, they take four tiles, but they hit pretty hard. Unfortunately, they're super slow. They're like tanks. Now this is the interesting part of the combat. There's armor and then there's strength. Your strength is how much damage you do, and it's also your health. However, you won't be able to diminish an enemy's strength without breaking their armor first. However, since we can do more than 5 and he only has 5 HP, 5 strength, then this will be a pretty easy win for us. There's explaining. You guys can pause it if you want to read it, but that's basically the gist of it. Let's take him out. Nice. But now it's basically like think Dark Souls. It's your money, and it's the only way you can level up. That's the enemy's turn. So yeah, like, they have to break my armor. If they don't break my armor, they only do a little bit of damage to it. Remember, just because they're giant guys doesn't mean they're invincible. And the game does renown. It allows you to do extra feats using renown points over here. These don't regenerate unless you use a horn or special ability, but they do regenerate after each battle. And of course, it would be a fun game if each character didn't have a special move. Here we go. Nice. Alright, last guy's not standing. This will be easy. Here we go. Quick thrust, and he's down. Nice. The foes lying dead at your feet. I was too slow to read that. 5 and out, not bad.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know.
I did it.
He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and varg slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade. Quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his lust. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head.
That's pretty bad.
I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
I really like the animated parts of this game. There's not a lot of them though. Most of this is text-based. Chapter 1. Only the sun has stopped. Just the sun, guys. Not the Father. Or the Holy Spirit. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you leave the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Eric, steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Open, isn't it? It is. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. Seems a bit chaotic here around, Eric. It's been worse. We've got lots of irons in the fire. What does he want exactly? Scofflings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall after you took out the chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. I was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Alright, Eric, lead the way. Alright. Let me handle this. You meet through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular branches as you approach. Had, I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Scoffling's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Had. So when you tell me what rat's anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try to kill you this time. I don't talk to... They don't talk to me. I don't... Eric, need some help here? Had, I had to change the heart. I hope you do give us a hard time. Had sweats visibly, fondling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Oh wait, just buy one of these. If anybody thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, huh? Yeah, just a bit, you know? You toss a sliver of silver on the table. Both men look at you with surprise. Had just as meekly to a variety of junk from the stall. Take whatever you like. Only thing I'd like is the name of a place. Nobleman, up by East Wall. But that was months ago, last I know. Had skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel. Disappear for a while until he blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Gunoff, were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, just bought them while you were walking around. Why? You look like a frog. Better than an eggplant. Oh, you got me there. Good enough goes off to look for more stalls. Eric, that man of yours seems unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust had it, but he used to be scoffing. If they're licking their wounds, they're probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a meat hall? Best I can tell. Name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these scars in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. Shouldn't we have an approach of some sort? What a laxity. Come on, you've already mopped up the worst today. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. Ooh. So yeah, multiple perspectives. This is one of the main guys. You don't fight as him, he's just their leader. But he still gives a good take on things. The meat hall, let's go. You arrive in front of what appears to be nobleman. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man named introduced as Valgard. I'll put them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? Let's get it over with. That's the spirit, says Valgard. Okay, here we go! Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of a table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed drunken scaffoldings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and meat steins in the process. Hope you guys enjoyed this little narration for me. If you don't want me to narrate, just tell me down below in the comments. But let's do this. Alright. So before each fight, you can put each guy in wherever you feel like. So it looks like the main bulk of the fight is here. Alright, so he's axing. Oh, can we move him? Right step there, can move to the allies. Alright, I say this is probably what the main brunt of the fighting is going to be. Oh shit. Here we go. Look at them, it's gonna be a butchery. Alright, Valgard. Yeah, so he's gonna be moving first. Oh. Move, please. Alright. He's gonna be moving towards me. There we go. I can finish this guy off. Yeah. Let's go. Nice. Alright. Get him, Vaughn. Shield banger. That's not his name, it's just his class. Let's go strength for strength. Also, just because you have the noun doesn't mean you can use it. I think it's just exertion, that's how much renown you can use in a move, so right now you can't use any. You can't use any exertion, so you can't use any renown. Alright. Who's doing next? This guy? Alright. I'm gonna go for... okay. Yeah, see, I took some strength there, so now my hitting is weaker. But I can use some willpower to finish this guy off. Also, you need renown to upgrade them, but they do have a leveling system, so... they need to get kills before you can use renown to actually level them up. Alright. Take this guy out. Nice, nice, nice. This guy's okay. It's not gonna go for me then. Ooh, this would be a good time to use Tempest. I will hit him, unfortunately. I think you can take it. Alright, it's down to 5 strength now. Shield wall. Hello, running backstab. This guy's gonna be a real problem. This is a special ability. Alright. Probably should use some more power. This battle's almost over anyway. I could use Tempest all the way now. Right? Can, but it might kill him. Well, it won't kill them, they'll only be knocked out, but I think it'll be worth it for now. Oh yeah, he also had his arm now. Alright. Take him out. Also, if you have less strength than they have strength, then there's a chance that when you hit somebody, it won't do any damage. So since we both have it, it's a 90% chance, but I should take him out. I'm surprised he's still going for the Varro, since he's pretty weak. This guy... I'm gonna take him out. Alright. Okay, yeah, he's getting weak. Take this guy out. Now I'll break some armor. Alright, take this guy out. These guys got nothing on me now. Should I let Eric get the kill or should I let the shield? I think Eric's gonna be the one who sticks around with us. The shield being the guy's just he's just here to assist. Let's do some overkill. Nice. Victory! Your feet would have been. That is way too quick to read. Alright, these guys are ready for promotion. Whenever I'm ready to give it to them. Nice. Good bit of renown. There they are. Gods be damned. I've got to go wash off this blood. Eric is looking out the hall's window onto the bay. A fleet of longship approach with sails of bold reds and blues. One banner and no whale. Wagner. Next for Val Kingship, last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guests. See what I deal with all day long. Things make a little more sense. You hope I'd have at stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrive. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of interest still in the great hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor? What is it? If you happen to stall a guest down on the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eric and Valgard hustle from the mead hall. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar silver for the mess, and give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. Alright. Now look at that, and even arriving here too. Oh, let's see our esteemed guest star. Wagner. A familiar Varro steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version of tramping the halls of Grothium, abundant in purpose. Oh, Zubin, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old. There's Wagner. There must be Hakan. Must there. Still breeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yaks? At what age do you lose a sense of shame? But under demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Aberang, in fact. And glad for it. Hakon motions to the other ships in the bay. Sails were fluttering. Golden Wolf had blazoned on red. The King of Men, or something on his behalf. The King's whelp. The King's son Luden. Don't you know, Scribner? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakon has it. I almost forgot. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grofheim. I've had a distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strand. I was heading there myself. We should caravan. Aye, we should. Give it a day in better circumstances. I'd drink a week away, but let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What's he trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where's Mogid? Hakon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few, others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Moger. See you in the morning, Skidovner. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from the ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beaches with low eyelids. Luden looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs with spiders. The long road back to Grafheim should be more interesting than most years, you think. Indeed it shall. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke highly of. Alright. Well, that's enough for one episode. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment below if you did, and a like always helps me. I'm going to be continuing the series until I finish it, and that way I'll be ready for the Banner Saga 2 when it releases in almost half a month. But for now, I'm Awesome Forever, and I'll see you mates next time. See ya.